Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam Wolf, and this is Final Fantasy XIV Fridays. We're back to continue on with patch 5.4, the beginning of Endwalker, or prequel, or precursor to Endwalker expansion. Of course, we are already max level. Hello, Huffman. And we will be max level for the entirety of the expansion, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get through. Tonight, I'm going to do my damnedest to actually finish patch 5.4. And hopefully, I'll be able to do just that. Since, you know, I don't have anything going on tomorrow. I mean, I do, but I don't have to get up in the morning, really. So, even if we're up till 1 in the morning, I'm certainly going to try. I'm pretty sure that we're actually on Forget Us Not. It's either that or like Master Like Pupil. Oh, wait, no, it is that. It is that one. So we're about to hit Matoya's Relict. And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 quests total. Oh, okay. I said prequel, so, you know, close enough. It is a cold day, and it's supposed to snow tomorrow, so I'm not really looking forward to that. Hell, it's supposed to snow in an hour. I have to drive in that crap tomorrow. Got to go to the parents, and then I got to go to Jeremy's. That'll be fun. But hey, I fixed my headlight, so that's fine. Alright. I am actually going to look for a group. I know I can go in with the NPCs to get things done faster, but, no. It's not that I don't trust them, I just don't. So we got a 10-minute wait time. We can just chill for a minute. Was bowling tonight? Yes, it was. It's every Friday for the next 5 weeks. Though I have decided that after the season's over, I will be continuing my Friday bowling. It'll just be a little bit earlier. I'll just be going after work. To keep the motion, you know, keep going. Stay warmed up, basically, you know, because if I only go every once in a while, you know, throughout the summer, and not like in a consistent, you know, manner, then it's just not gonna. I'm not gonna go back to bowling like half a year later doing well. So I want to try and keep up the consistency. Hell, I might even join another league that would be maybe shorter, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. The sad part is, of course, my bowling alley closes during the summer. But luckily, there's another one down the road from work. So, that'll be better. I don't really like their lanes, but I'm not going to drive around trying to find another alley that's further away from my house. And, of course, fingers crossed that they don't, you know... Whoa, that was not 10 minutes. That they don't just go, oh, well, we've got leagues tonight. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. It sounds very Halloween-oriented here. Alright, let's get back into the groove of this. Here we go. It's a hell of an awesome red mage outfit. That's definitely glamorized, though. Might as well use my keyboard while I have it. Seriously, this feels very Halloween to me. I don't know. I definitely think I'm gonna run this dungeon a lot during Halloween though next time, because that was pretty cool. I like the music and everything. It reminds me so much of, you know, Danny Elfman. You know, the one that you can do as a trust with the NPCs. I would recommend doing that for that trial. It's late in the expansion. Now, why wouldn't I want to just group up with a bunch of people? Alright, I knew he was going to drag them away, so... What are they doing? Oh, somebody stunned them. Can we not stun them, please? I'd very much like to... Oh. I was very confused. I'm like, what the hell is happening right now? I'm not sure why I cast all that. It was completely unnecessary. Also, I forgot to check. But let me just turn the audio back down to 50% because I put it down there for a reason. So I'll just turn my headset up if I want more volume. Hey, Rob. Because I said you will know when it happens. Well, we'll see about that. You know how perceptive I am. Or observant, if you will. Oh, God. Nice hot cup of coffee. I love it. I figured just to bring Phoenix out now and use him up. Get through the rotation. They very clearly want you to trust that. Who's they? The game devs? And it fits thematically. Like, now is the time, or that is it, if able at the time. I got you. Bowling tonight was the best bowling I've done ever. I am on my game. Now that I've switched back to the 15-pounder and I've nailed my positioning and my release. Oh, it's golden. I'm guessing we have to do something about those. Probably go to different parts of the map. Or go close to it. That didn't actually hurt that much, so I'm guessing I don't know. I guess if you're closer to the rock, then yeah, it shouldn't do as much damage. It didn't really do a whole lot of damage anyway, but like I'm gonna do that the next time. I watched somebody else do it that way, so I'm gonna guess that maybe that's what you do. You just stand next to it and... Yeah, I don't know. It's not really... Oh. I see. Yeah, we're supposed to get it to go to the thing. I'm dead either way. Doesn't matter. Healer's not healing me. Nighty night. That's why I got lucky the last time. Yes, because they're my team. I have to. Okay, now I know what to do with that. And Red's in the worst spot possible. Going this way. Are you kidding? There we go. I was like, wait a second, hold on. It literally was right there. This guy's a tough one. Come to me! I don't want to die. Ow, that actually did more damage to me than it should have. I'm gonna get hit here. Whatever. Got rid of it. That's all I care about. What if I got hit by the tanks as well? Ow. There we go. Okay. I got the gist of that one. That's a fun mechanic. Well, it took me a second to figure out what to do. Where else are they gonna res me? Not under one of the mud slides. Or mud waterfalls, whatever you want to call those things. Not a bad time, you know, I didn't do too bad for a first time in that one. Ba, 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 ba. Excuse me. Ba, 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 ba. Is he gonna drag them? He would, wouldn't he? Yeah, that's what I thought. Of course he is. Stop stunning them. Oh, hey. Nope, that's the wrong one. Instantaneously got second in damage. Or second in aggro, I should say. First in damage. Ooh, all at once, huh? Well, I guess we're going down. We all just sound like we're breaking our ankles on the way down. Well, damn it. Wants a mudslide. Isn't that a drink? Because he's a red mage. I mean, you know, red mages can be badass. I used to be a red mage in the first game. Or I should say in Final Fantasy XI. I didn't main it, but I definitely was my second class. Though people in that game were retarded, to say the least. They had no idea what they were talking about. For whatever reason, they felt as though I had to actually be at the back healing people. And I'm like, then my sword is completely useless, and that makes no sense. I'm glad they changed up the red mage so that it is like you have to be... I mean, that's the point of it. When it comes to these little groups, I don't really care about doing the maximum damage. I'll do the damage that I'm going to do, and Red Mage can pick up the slack here. On bosses, I definitely want to be first in damage, though. Yes, another lift, you rodent. Whee! Whee! I sense a mischievous presence, Ribbit. Please take care. Oh, this little fluffy guy, look at him. Alright, so what do we got going here? I was saying hi to the fluffy bubble. Ow. Okay, I didn't expect that at all. There was no indication that was coming. I wasn't done with my... Dude just dips out as soon as I'm almost done with my rotation here. Do we have to hit the thing? Do we have to... Well, no, because if we hit it, then we get damaged. Oh, wait. We have to go up here. Really? Up. Thank you. Ow. Alright. Fluffy cloud, it's fine. Alright. Stop ruining my shot here. Damn it. Whoa. I'm glad we came up here. Ah! Alright, you little rat. You Mickey Mouse wannabe. Yeah, that one hurt quite a bit. I'm not sure why, but I must have missed something. Oh, God. Oh, God. Wow, okay. I somehow missed that just by the skin of my teeth. He's done. I'm just gonna hit him with this. Oh, wait. I just saw the things on the side there. No, I didn't. I didn't want to do that. Son of a whore. It was a cute bubble, Rob. Alright, it had big, fluffy eyes. And Mickey Mouse ears. Oh, I see. We're fighting all these different... elements. I really need to stop attacking things while the tank is... he's always going to pull, so... I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. Wasting a summon for nothing. Oh! I don't think so. I don't need anything from this place. I don't need anything for, I don't know, until we get into the expansion. Up. If you aren't wall-to-walling, what do you mean? Like grabbing everything? I mean, I know he does it. I don't know why I keep wasting my summons until after the fact, until he grabs everything and then start attacking. I don't know why I keep doing that. Every tank does the exact same thing and I keep screwing it up. Oh, it's Moses. Parting the Red Sea. I'll stay out of it. Wah, 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 wah. Just for there when you hit a wall, if you will. Gotcha. Alright. I think I'll just hit it. One more. We go in with this. Just don't cast fast enough. Building my steam machine. Nice. Steam. It's steam powered, actually. That's what he means. That's what's going into it. It's steam powered. Dude, I'm 4th in damage. Even when compared to the healer. Oh wait, this is a single target. I thought it was 3 targets. I'm an idiot, bro. I thought it was 3 targets. Oh my god. No wonder I wasn't doing enough damage. Oh. I was like, where are we supposed to go here? Oh. Well, that clears out most of the garbage.
Right then. Let's get this over with. Newborns are wont to be difficult. Sure, who's in charge?
Interesting. Bum 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 be dee 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 doo 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 doo. What the hell was that? I didn't see any indication. Stop interrupting. I didn't move. Oh, that was lucky. Okay, I see where. Okay. That's the safe area, but you gotta get pushed into it. Got it. And then we go this way. Guess they just want us to stay on this side of the room. You piggy whore. Oh, oh. Oh god. Dude, what the? Whoo! First time. Damn it! I didn't get to use my Rune 4. Oh, okay. Hold on. Hey! We're gonna get tossed. Oh! Ha! Oh, right, it's up there. Ah! Nice. Dude, how do they keep coming up with this stuff, man? feel like that's not something you can avoid. I didn't see any indicators, so I'm guessing not. It's just one of those things. Yeah, pretty much. The healer just has to work overtime, that's all. Dude, I think my carbuncle shield actually saved me there. A lot of damage. I didn't realize it was still active. Hell yeah, dude. Did he? There we go. I was going to say, did he use it? What's with Dumbo's cousin? Yeah, I don't know. Lost its mind. They look up a preschool block puzzle, I think. What if we push people into it? We got a cutscene coming in? Nope. Oh. Alright. I guess I'll just give it to the red mage then. There's got to be a cutscene here.
There we are. Quite tame.
Then all that remains is for me to imbue her with the magic. My friends, I'm afraid I must trouble you for your ether once more. That should suffice.
Good. Let's set her to work then, shall we? I want to see some porkses. Assuming that is, someone can spare the requisite energy. A mere drop in the ocean for the great sorceress Matoya, I dare say. Excellent. Our very own litter of Angelos. And we can make as many more as we want, simply by providing the Mother Porksy with additional ether.
I will require a moment before I try again.
It's still hard work, but a damn sight more efficient than making them one by one. Thank you, Master Matoya. Everyone. We're a step closer to our goal.
Distributed amongst the allied nations, they should do much to facilitate closer dialogue with the beast tribes. And given their present travails, I believe our friends in Limsa Lominsa should be the first beneficiaries.
Agreed. Though I must leave this errand to you. I doubt my legs will carry me out of the cave, much less to Vilbrand. Thank you for taking the lead in gathering the ingredients. I expect you would benefit from a rest too.
In addition to the Porkses, I trust you've gained an inkling of how much effort goes into the creation of familiars. Or mayhap you attribute your struggles to old age?
If I said yes, would it persuade you to treat me like an adult?
Not with that pertness, it wouldn't. Anyway, assuming you have no other favors to ask, I shall be leaving.
Alrighty, we got our Porksy army in the works. Lest you wonder, Master Matoya has returned to her cave with Y'shtola. They're as peas in a pods, are they not? I believe they are, yes. To make use of this feature, open the trust, blah, blah, blah. Well then, my friends, let us return to Limsa Lominsa and deliver the good news to the Admiral. A word to the officer in Bulwark Hall should be sufficient to secure us an audience. I mean, I'm from there. Finished the last episode of Halo Season 2 today, and thoughts? I hear Season 2 is better than Season 1, but I just... Season 1 soured even the thought of watching that show for me. You'll have to swap that transition screen from Shadowbringers to Endwalker. Is it a Shadowbringers? Is it really? Hold on. Oh yeah, it is. Well, this is the one they had on the website, so... I don't know if they have it. Let me take a look in the files. Stinger. Nope, that's the only one they got. That's the only one they had on their website, so I might just have to do away with the Stinger for a while, I guess, until they actually do update it, if they do. Oh, what's the event for Easter? Is there like an egg hunt? I actually didn't realize they were doing a whole Easter thing. I have the books, yeah, I haven't read them through. That'll probably be part of my own audiobook series eventually in the future. Probably have to actually, like... I think there's like quite a few more books. Tidings for the Admiral to say, she is presently receiving guests, but for the Scions, I know she will make an exception. Follow me. Of course she will. I'm probably going to need to read. Don't watch it then, why? I don't suppose it would ruin the books. I know, I mean, I played the games, you know? I know the story. My friends, what brings you here this day? Is this true? By the Navigator, a cure for tempering. As often as I've been in awe of you, Scions, I would not have thought it possible. And yet it is, Admiral. We have done it here in Limsa, and production of more familiars has already begun. You have my thanks, truly. This will do much to advance the cause of peace. Yet I fear it will take more to close the rift twixt man and beastman. More sour taste in your mouth. Well, that's what I heard, yeah. I heard the second season's a lot better. I mean, I have a feeling I could probably just skip the first season and I just watch the second season, but maybe not. I don't know. Even to speak thus divides us. Welcome as it is, a cure will not guarantee reconciliation between our peoples. For those summoning and the tempered may serve to fuel the conflict, they are but symptoms of it. If we are to resolve the primal problem once and for all, we must address the cause. We must strive for mutual understanding and find a way to leave our bloody past behind. 'Twas I who moved that the Alliance renew its push for peace. Since our ancestors came to these shores some 7 centuries past, we Luminsons have been at odds with those who share our island home. Save for a brief moment of cooperation with the kobolds, our history has been one of nigh constant territorial squabbling. You have to watch the first season. There's a lot of character development around Master Chief. I mean, the reason that I may not even watch the show, period, is just because of the fact that the showrunners outright just stated that they didn't even bother looking at the source material, which in its own right is just blasphemous. So I don't even know if I want to bother anyway. Meanwhile, our struggle with the Sahagin for control over the seas has only grown fiercer, a matter made worse by the thrice-damned calamity driving them to seek new spawning grounds. With survival at stake, each had no choice but to fight, and so I dismissed peace as impossible. Impossible is a word coined by the weak, I proclaimed to all who'd listen, and then gave up. You and yours put me to shame. Since you led us to victory against the Black Wolf, you have achieved the impossible again and again and again. And I thought it high time that I followed suit, hence my proposal to the Alliance Council. But no sooner did I reach out to our neighbors in Vilbrand than my own people sought to thwart me. You speak of the pirates who failed to attend the meeting. Aye, acting through a friendly faction among the kobolds, we had intended to seek an audience with a prominent patriarch. But the bloody executioners would not hear of it, and their absence sent a message to the rest. Though they are but one of the 3 pirate powers, they are the greatest, and any attempt at peace would founder without them. I am given to understand that their leader, Captain Hilfir, has been bedridden for some while with an ailment of the lungs. Cancer. Correct. In his absence, his right hand leads a man named Sicard, but recently risen to prominence among their ranks. Save for his disdain for authority, little is known about him. We have invited him to speak with us more than once, but he will not come. I have tasked the Yellow Jackets and the Rogues with uncovering his motives, but they have learned naught of any value. Leave it to us. We have a nose for the truth. Whatever this Sicard wants, we'll find out. Truly, I would be much obliged. I shall look forward to hearing what you learn then. Good luck. In my opinion, what they should have done with this Halo show was do something similar to the previous Halo shows that have been out, or movies. Just go in that direction, but they didn't. The meat of the universe of Halo is in the show. They just changed the timeline of the original story and twisted it into a show. Yeah, but I mean, it was enough to just turn me off to the whole thing altogether when the showrunners themselves said, "Yeah, we just don't care about the original source material," and I think that's pathetic. Then what's the point? Why even make the show if you're just not going to tell the story to people who may not have played the games, you know? By way of a first step, I suggest we split up and make inquiries around town. Someone must know this Sicard. If you could approach the pirates of Altamont, the rest of us will seek out merchants and adventurers. Yeah, you know, I'm tall, intimidating. Okay, I have to go to the upper decks. Look at a comic at it like a comic book series. I mean, Halo already has comic books. I don't know. Like I said, I may not even watch it anyway, just because it was cool at first, and then I just realized it's completely unnecessary. There are some Halo movies already out there that are better than this show, so it's not even like worth it. They're just doing it for profit that they won't get from most of the gamers. Curious about Sicard, are you? As am I, my friend, as am I. Sadly, I know nothing of the man, save that the bloody executioners experienced a marked improvement in their fortunes after his promotion. Quite how he achieved this is a matter of some debate. As you know, the thalassocracy permits us to attack only Garlean vessels, yet these have all but vanished from the seas since the Empire turned in upon itself. In order to adapt, we Krakens have taken to trading with the East, but the executions are less forward-looking. Cannot imagine they would willingly abandon the old ways. So how, then, are they lining their coffers? Whatever their secret, they are not like to share with their rivals, but mayhap you will have more luck. Mayhap. Then mayhap not. Mayhap you shut your face. Yeah, I wonder what the activities are for Easter. I never actually knew they did a whole Easter activity thing. Or maybe it's just decoration. Not there. Courteous collector. Ooh. Good day to you, friend. Might you be interested in learning about the Hatching Tide festivities? Hatching Tide? A fledgling festival. Hatching Tide was born of a prophetic dream visited upon a Gridanian maiden named Jilly Aliapo. In her dream, the 12 Archons of old appeared, those heroes who saved the realm from the destruction of the 6th umbral calamity. Descending from the heavens atop beautifully decorated eggs, they said to Jilly, "Arise, young dreamer, and make ready the vessels for our return." And so she did, painstakingly painting and gilding eggs to match those from her vision. Word of the prophecy spread, and Jilly attracted helpers to assist in her toils. After the calamity, the festival grew further as townsfolk and adventurers flocked to celebrate the Archons of yore, whom many believe had some hand in delivering the realm once again. For this year only, the organizers of Hatching Tide have joined hands with the planners of Little Ladies' Day in Ul'dah to create a joint celebration that spans 2 of Eorzea's city-states. Little Ladies' Day, as in International Women's Day or something? If you're so inclined, I urge you to travel to Gridania and hunt eggs to your heart's content. Oh. So all the eggs are in Gridania. Interesting. I stand on the table above thee. Tell me the truth, wench. Hey? You want to know about Sicard? He's a wily bugger, is what he is. Found some clever way to make coin, they say, and traded it for Bowen Skate's place at Old Hilferside. You know, these names are going to kill me. There's a time we raced the Executioners for our pick of the Empire's fleet, but the Garleans are gone, and them days with them. Owing to which, we've all of us had to look for other ways to make ends meet, with that jumped-up bilge rat Sicard landing the juiciest, whatever it may be. Not that we Sirens are struggling, mind. We do well enough guarding fishing boats from the fishbacks and other beasties. Get the first pick of the produce for our trouble, see? Quality stuff at a bargain price. This we pass to our sisters as can't sail on account of getting old or wounded or with child, and they cook it up and sell it for pretty profit. Simple. Oh, I miss the old ways, don't get me wrong, but when I see the girls with their little ones, I think to myself, a life of peace and quiet ain't all bad. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you good. Alright. So that's that. That's that then. Bye bye ya. Bye 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 ya. I see everyone has returned. Now, who would like to go first? Me. So, just as their imperial prey began to disappear, Sicard turned the Executioner's fortunes around with a mysterious new source of income. Whatever it is, it's nothing to scoff at. According to a tavern keeper I spoke to, the crew have been indulging themselves as never before, but no amount of drink seems to loosen their tongues as to how they are coming by their coin. For my part, I spoke with a reporter from the Harbor Herald. The publication has been investigating the secret of the Executioner's good fortune and making little headway. Plainly, the Executioners do not wish the nature of their business to be made public. And I think I may know why. In the course of making inquiries on Hawker's Alley, an interesting fact came to light. Just as the Executioners began to enjoy better fortunes, the price of crystal went up into sharp decline. Or went into sharp decline, not went up. That would be silly. A sudden fall in demand, I was told. Curious, I contacted Hoary Boulder, who has been watching the movements of the beast tribes, and my suspicions were proven correct. I remember Hoary Boulder. Sort of. I remember the name. Despite ever-worsening relationships between the beast tribes and the thalassocracy, neither Titan nor Leviathan have made an appearance of late, suggesting that the kobolds and Sahagins lack the means with which to summon them. Do you mean to say the Executioners are divesting them of their crystals? All indications point to that conclusion, yes, though we have no hard evidence as of yet. We must investigate further. Agreed, so how do we proceed? Oh, I have an idea about that. In fact, I've already taken the liberty of making certain provisions. Wah, 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 wah. During my inquiries, a disgruntled merchant informed me that the wholesaler of crystals had recently arrived in Limsa Lominsa, offering wares at prices far undercutting the competition. After asking around, I was able to gain an introduction and will shortly pose as a potential buyer in a bid to establish the crystal's provenance. The man is due to be at Ocean's Embrace... Oskins? I don't know. Ocean's Embrace in Lower La Nocia shortly. I suggest we make our way there at once. Okay. Dude, are you kidding? There we go. I'm like, where the hell is the freaking crystal? So, bowling tonight was awesome. Freaking my game was on tonight, man. I tell you what. First game was 236, second game was 238, and then third game was 221. So I'm definitely my best night of bowling ever. Sadly, even if I bowl 200 games across the board for the last few remaining weeks, I don't think it'll be enough to push my average up to 180 like I wanted. But, you know, it took me a whole season, but I finally got into my groove, so maybe next time. It'd be nice to have a 200 average. Man, that'd be great. That's what you need to actually even be considered for a pro status. You have to get a 200 average, and then you got to buy into the league and all this other crap. That appears to be our merchant. Wish me luck. Wait, if he truly is in league with the bloody executioners, he will surely be wary of those allied to the Admiral, the Scions not least of all. Compared to yours and Valtamon's, mine is an unfamiliar face. Let me play the role of buyer. Graha is right, and even if you aren't recognized on sight, you look too genteel to be mixing with society's underbelly. True. Genteel. But very well, I leave it to you, Graha. Yeah, he looks a little bit more ragged. But only little. Got business with me, cat boy. You're the crystal wholesaler. That I am, but you're no merchant, so what do you want with the crystals for? Wow, saw right through him. Don't look at us, you idiot, you'll give yourself away. Oh, I see. You're a weaponsmith, am I right? And you need crystals to make staves like that fine specimen you've got there? That's right. I am indeed a weaponsmith, and I use naught but the finest materials. I bid you show me your wares. Well, we don't invite just anybody into our storehouses. It takes time to establish trust, you understand. Look, I have a large and urgent commission. If the quality is satisfactory, I will not quibble over the price. Alright, it's plain that no ordinary crystal adorned your staff, so I'll make an exception. Come with me. It seems to be working. Let's follow them. I keep doing that. Right. Man, remember these early areas? Ladies of the night, hello. What the hell are they doing? Just standing around. Look, they literally dress like ladies of the night. What? Just standing there. Holes. Rob, you know what show I keep going back to? Gallivant. Ugh. That show is still so good. It's just a shame that it only lasted 2 seasons. It's like one of my favorite shows of all time. They went into that tunnel. Quietly now. Quietly. I'm stomping around like it's no big deal. You won't find any finer, especially not for the price. Indeed, I would expect to pay more than double for such quality. How could that they possibly be so cheap? There's nothing unlawful about them, if that's your worry. They're from Ogamoro, if you take my meaning. We watched Robin Hood Men in Tights last night. We? Stuff's as pure as it gets. You won't be disappointed. So, how much do you want? Ogamoro, taken from the kobolds just as we suspected. Oh, lovely. We are caught. That's enough. Shut your gobs and turn around slowly. He did say slowly. That's a nice gun. I'm Sickard, acting captain of the Bloody Executioners. No need to introduce yourselves. We know who you are, scions. And we also know you've been chatting to the Admiral. Got eyes and ears everywhere, see? Comes with being the one true pirate crew left in Limsa. Or the only true. So we've established you ain't here to buy crystals. The question is, what are you here for? You are bold to reveal yourself to us without knowing our objective, but that would explain your swift rise to power. You have spoken plain, and so I shall return the favor. We came here to learn why the Bloody Executioners oppose the Admiral's will. And we have our answer. Should Limsa Lominsa make peace with the kobolds, you would lose the source of your newfound wealth. That's right. Just to remind you, though, we ain't breaking any rules here. The law forbids us from attacking any vessels not flying the Imperial flag, but it don't say nothing about beastmen. Only reason we keep our operation nice and quiet's because we don't want no one taking our business. Wait, just listen to the end, will you? For what it's worth, I have the highest respect for you and yours. Him especially. Oh, isn't that nice? While the Maelstrom were worrying about dirtying their fancy red clobber, you lot stormed Ugamaro and battered bleeding Titan himself. Raised a mug to you when I heard the news. And now we're following in your footsteps, making sure the beastmen never summon their stinking gods again. Practically your successors we are. Yeah, not really. When there were still Imperial ships about, we did our bit for Limsa and went after them. But with the Garleans gone, there's no one left to ply our trade on, except the beastmen. So let us have that, eh? It's only fair. Contentious though some may find your views, it is true that you have broken no laws. That being so, I see no reason why you should not state your case directly to the Admiral's face, unless the acting captain of the only true pirate crew left in Limsa Lominsa has some other cause to hide in a cave. Huh, well said indeed. All right. I'll meet with the Admiral. I'll even provide the venue. The Astalicia. I trust she won't turn down the invitation. Well, we found Sicard, so that was that quest. Ooh. This is direct hit rate, critical, determination. I keep forgetting which ones are more important to me, but we'll find out. I thought myself the hunter, but it turns out I was the prey. A timely reminder that the pirate powers of Limsa limits are not to be trifled with. But all's well that ends well. Grahatia's timely provocation had the desired effect, and Sicard has agreed to a meeting. Let us hurry back to Limsa Lumensa and pass on this invitation to the Admiral. I don't like the way that guy answered. Okay, we're meeting on his ship. Okay, I'm not so gullible. I'm not so trusting of people either. But that's my natural inclination, to not trust anybody. Because people can't be trusted. Upper decks. Oh, it is in lower decks. I'm an idiot. It's right over here, idiot. Lieutenant Porterlane, your companion. I forgot I was a lieutenant. The problem is I don't know how to increase my rank anymore. Like, it's not possible to just buy my rank anymore. Welcome back, my friends. What news? Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. So they have been stealing crystals from the kobolds. My thanks for solving the mystery and securing a meeting besides. Suffice to say, I accept Sicard's invitation, and I would have you join me as my guests. The future of Limsa hangs upon the outcome of this meeting, and I would have the Scions present to bear witness. Well, we'll see. I don't trust him. He's a pirate.
Look who's come crawling! Traitor!
You can shove your piece!
Welcome aboard, Admiral. I'll wager you don't remember me. Sicard, acting captain of the bloody executioners, at your service.
'Twas kind of you to invite us. Now, if Captain Hillfear has a message for me, I bid you speak it.
We have just the one demand. That you forget this bilge about making peace with the Beastmen. Ours is a nation of pirates. Always has been, always will be. Deny us our right to plunder, and you deny who we are.
Too bloody right!
Pirates till we die!
What we want, we take! Piracy has no place in our future.
What'd she say?
Pirates have no place. Our nation has prospered through piracy, 'tis true. Yet it is but one part of our long and storied history. Centuries ago, our ancestors led a failed rebellion and were driven from their homes with little more than the shirts on their backs. In fear of their lives, they sailed south until they came to these shores. Finding the land occupied by kobolds, however, They were forced to turn to piracy in order to survive. And survive they did. But not so long ago, when the Empire threatened to crush everything we'd built, we set aside piracy and joined hands with our neighbors. This too was in order to survive. And survive we did. Time after time we fought the Empire, and time after time we won. And through trade with our newfound allies, we prospered more than we ever did through pillaging and plundering. The Empire teeters on the brink of collapse. Ere long, provinces like Wurlid and Bosnia and many others will regain their freedom. When they do, our matchless fleet will lead the world in a new golden age of commerce. The tides favor us, and the ocean beckons with her vast bounty. But if we cling to the old ways, this great ship we call Limsa will trade the boundless seas for a lagoon. Shall we scorn the world's wealth for a plundered pittance then? Or shall we embrace change and thrive, like our ancestors before us? The choice is yours. But if we are to prosper in the coming age, the whole of Vilbrand must become our ship, and a Kobold and Sahagin our crewmates.
Rousing words. Might even be some truth in them. But pirating's all we've ever known. And we ain't about to give it up just 'cause you say so. Still, we're all Aminsons here and no one wants a war. So where does that leave us? Long before you became Admiral, I heard you was captain of the League of Lost Bastards. That true? If so, you'd know how we pirates settle our differences.
A duel. Very well. As Admiral of Limsa Laminsa, I accept your challenge.
This ain't over!
He cheated.
Not till one of us is dead! Finish the job! Or I will!
It's the captain!
Captain Ilfir!
Ye fool! 'Twas over afore it began.
Captain!
Seems the whelps have been yapping while their master was abed. Listen well, all of ye. Since the signing of the Galadian Accord, we all of us have been part of the same crew. The crew of the good ship Lemsa Laminsa. At the helm of that ship is the Admiral. And 'tis she who decides where we sail. Was I not clear on that point? Or did you forget whose deck you stand on? Nay? Then what in the seven hells are you playing at?
It's all we know, Captain. If we ain't pirates, what are we?
You're bloody idiots is what ye are. Idiots with your own lives ahead of ye. Ye can do anything ye want. Be anything ye want. We're pirates, aye. And we pirates love our loot. But that ain't our first love. Our first love is the sea. The sea! And what she brings us. Freedom! So hold fast to that. Let the brine-crusted husk that stands before you now be the last of them as knew naught save out of steel. And make of yourselves a new breed of pirate! Lad, I made ye me right hand cause I saw something in ye. And I still do. You have the makings of a captain. All you lack's the belief. Well now, it seems we're of one mind after all. Apologies for the misunderstanding, Admiral. We're with ye, wherever ye be headed.
You have my thanks, Hilfir.
Your choice of dueling pistol did not escape my notice. Good old Annihilator. Ender of many a proud pirate's voyage. Mistbeard's vanished into legend, and it won't be long before I take my rest in the depths. Yet be that as it may, the old ways can only truly die when we've dealt the Empire the telling blow. There'll be stormy seas ahead, no doubt. But I'm trusting ye to steer us through to the other side.
I mean, that was cool, but come on, dude. Musket balls hitting midair? I don't think so. Though I had anticipated a duel, I did not foresee that Hilfir would intervene. But full glad I am that he did. It would have been a shame to kill the boy. Instead, the whelp has learned a valuable lesson, and we have made peace amongst ourselves. All that remains is to do likewise with our neighbors. Yeah, he cheated, by the way. You get one shot, not two. I can't remember. Oh, right. Main stats for Summoner. It's 14. Our weapon damage and intelligence. Okay, so not that. Well, okay, so this is for Endwalker. Savage Tome, spell speed builds, crafted an alternative, ultimate gear sets. Okay, well this isn't. Oh, stop. All right, minimize spell speed priority, understanding stats. Okay. Main stat, obviously, will be intelligence. Our main stats that you could find. Here's this. Large subsets. All right. Okay, so critical hit affects both your critical hit chance and bonus damage. This combined interaction allows critical hit to be the strongest scaling substat available to you, and it should always be prioritized. So critical hit. I didn't realize critical hit actually did both. There it is right there. Direct hit affects your direct hit chance percentage, while bonus damage is fixed to 25%. Determination is a direct, flat percentage increase to your attack and healing potency. Determination scales linearly and will usually be prioritized third. Spell speed increases your base cast time, speed, as well as interacting with the cooldown of your Summon Bahamut and Phoenix. So critical hit is number 1. Number 2 would be direct hit, and then number 3 would be determination. Spell speed is kind of just there. So there's direct hit, but critical hit first. The question is, what's the balance? You know what I mean? All right, so that was on Rough Seas, I believe. This one should be the Great Ship Vilbrand. There it is. Now, I need hardly tell you, but any attempt to negotiate with the tribes is doomed to fail unless their minds can first be wrested from the grip of their gods. And so, in the meeting we seek to arrange with the kobolds, I would have you free their leader of Titan's influence. Leave it to us. We will open his ears to reason. You have my thanks. Ere we proceed, there is something you should know. Some 50 years passed when the Sahagin swarmed our hulls in ever greater numbers. Limsa entered into a covenant with the kobolds. To men shall go the bounty of the sea, to kobolds shall the bounty of the land. An ostensibly equitable arrangement, conspicuously lacking in detail. Aye, inadvertently or not, the wording was ambiguous, and we took advantage of it, moving in to claim the northern reaches of La Nosea, which the kobolds believed theirs. Bloodshed followed, then bloodshed to answer the bloodshed, and on it went, till every ilm of Vilbrand bore the stain of our conflict. This is not history, you understand. It is the present, fresh and raw. And with their kindred's blood yet on our hands, we will struggle to regain the kobolds' trust, even should we cure their tempered. Admiral, you speak of obstacles we are like to encounter at the meeting, but as things stand, I see no reason why the kobolds would agree to a meeting in the first place. And so we must provide a reason. I will restore their stolen crystals to them and personally deliver the cargo along with my apologies. Bait. They would welcome us into the midst not only not to speak of peace, but to have you at their mercy. Aye, and given the wealth of crystals we will bring, I'll wager they will attempt to summon Titan there and then. Meaning a high priest would need to be present, to whom we could administer the cure. Precisely. He is the fish I would catch. But he will not be alone. Nay, he will have guards on hand, and they will lay down their lives to protect him. Yet a single death on the kobold side would jeopardize our chance at peace, and there may venture founders. Yet it need not. If we were to employ the Conqueror's chain, though we would still have to weaken the kobolds, it would allow us to subdue them without inflicting lasting harm. The artifact Mistbeard the artifact Mistbeard used to take goods and not life? Aye, that would serve. Well done, Marshal. He's like, I didn't do anything. So, friends, what think of you of our strategy? Think you of our strategy? The effects of tempering are cumulative, and we may safely assume that the High Priest's exposure to primal influence is extensive. It will therefore take a great deal of aether to reverse its effects, not to mention time. Time during which Alize would be defenseless. Even should we all look to her protection, I am not convinced we could keep an entire army of kobolds at bay. Well, I'm happy to take that risk. It's not as if we have any other choice. Besides, it's what Tesleen would do, and had I not followed her example, we wouldn't have. I am not able to read tonight. We wouldn't even have a cure for tempering, much less a chance to bring peace to Vilbrand. So I'm going to cure that priest or die trying. Well, we're not going to let you die. I believe in you, Alize. And I believe in you too. You and everyone. I know you'll keep me safe. It is settled then. See to the preparations and make for Camp Overlook. We will join you there anon. Easy enough. We'll just teleport there. Well, that doesn't look right. I'm not floating. There we go. Alphino wasn't lying when he said I'd be defenseless, so I'm counting on you all to give me the time I need. Our sole purpose will be to keep you out of harm's way, so leave that to us and focus on your own task. Indeed, and should you want for aether, you need only say the word. Gabu, did you follow us here? There's something important that I want to say to the High Priest. Express, state, say. Please let me come with you, please. I'm sorry, but it's too dangerous. I need you to promise me you'll stay here where it's safe, alright? My apologies for the wait. It took time, but we have secured our audience. All unfolded as expected. At the mention of my returning their crystals in person, the kobolds suddenly remembered how keen they were to be reconciled. And so, in the glorious spirit of cooperation, we are to be received by Patriarch Zada of the Second Order, who awaits our pleasure in the navel. If you are ready, let us proceed to the Ugamaro mines at once. I hope I'm saying that name right. That's what it looks like it's spelled as. For me, it's easy. I just fly. No higher. What? That's not very high, is it? I don't think I'm in the right place. I mean, is this not the mines? Yeah, that's it. So what am I missing? Okay, yeah, it's down here, but I'm not sure what I'm missing. So we have to go around. Oops. That's not what it looks like there. This 8th rite will bear us to the quarry. Should he make to summon Titan, as I anticipate, we will halt the ceremony and restrain him. At this, all hells will break loose, and we will have an army of kobolds to entertain till Alize's work is done. Just remember, none must die. We weaken them and let Ainzar do the rest. It is time. Stay the course, my friends. I spy calmer waters beyond this squall. Well, we'll see if you're right. Are they dead or are they just sleeping? They're dead.
Greetings, Patriarch. I am Merlwib Blufistvin, Admiral of Limsa Laminsa. I come before you to offer my sincerest apologies for the many wrongs committed by my people against you and yours.
You were foolish to come here. Stupid, unwise, foolish. The Great Father shall have your souls for your folly.
Aye, just as we thought.
Now, Alize! Quickly!
You don't need to tell me!
Let none pass. We must grant her as much time as we can.
Alright, well, I mean, I can't promise I won't kill anybody. Hopefully they just get knocked out or something before I do. Go seeks to harm the Patriarch with vile magics. Kill her. Slaughter. Slay. Kill.
We must protect Alize!
Yeah, this is gonna need more than just my normal spells. I mean, okay, well, they're still breathing, so we just knocked them out like Pokemon. We probably have to do this 4 more times or 3 more times because it looks like it only does 25%. So breathing is too severe. I can't finish the job. Hey, okay. Oh. So we just do this. Dude, literally stuffed. Oh, that's her. I'm like, wait a second, what? Can I target the enemy? Jeez.
Here you are, Alize.
Okay, the first one died immediately in 2 shots. I stand in front of the beams. No, no, she can't have any. Oh boy. They're not bombs anymore, they're grenades. Well, that one's a grenade. Let's get rid of these guys first. Okay. Wait, how am I supposed to... You can't kill them. Yeah. Problem? Ah. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, he's got no health as it is. Oh, no. Is he a dead man? Damn. Only down to 25%. Oh, here we go. You got it. No way is she gonna die. That seems a bit, dumb. You can't beat me, you little bastard. You got nothing on me, pal. Maybe he does, actually. Come to think of it. I can do this running. Sucker. Bitch. for God's sake.
Yes, this will do. Here I go. Go, Angela.
Did it work?
What? What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, but they died by your hand. You sacrificed them to summon Titan.
No. No, 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 no! Why? Why would I do such a thing?
Would that there were a cure for the victims of the Tempered.
Gabu! What are you doing here?
He told you already.
Patriarch, please listen to me. Hear, heed, listen. The Great Father we have been summoning is false. He only hurts us and those we love. For a long time, his voice filled my mind. It told me to do terrible things. Awful, unspeakable, terrible things. But I didn't give in to it, and you mustn't either. There's been too much pain already, so please, end the suffering.
What have I done?
We share this child's desire, Patriarch. An end to summoning, for it spells naught but misery for both our peoples. For many long years, man and kobold have feuded over territory, pillaging and perishing for the earth beneath our feet. It may be said that we fought to survive, but what we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on. I would see us set aside the past and work together for peace.
It was wrong of me to hurt my own in the name of the Great Father. Sinful, evil, wrong. But that doesn't mean there can be peace between us. Men cannot be trusted! The bounty of the land was to be ours, and yours the bounty of the sea. But you broke the pact! Violated, breached, broke! Unready as we were! What choice had we but to call upon the Divine to rid ourselves of your tyranny?
None. And I do not blame you for it. In violation of the spirit, if not the letter, of the pact, we took your lands for our own. The fault lies wholly with us. On behalf of all Laminsons, I offer you my humblest apology. I pray you'll find it in your heart to accept it. Yet I know an apology alone will not serve to make things right. So, we will revise the pact to leave no room for doubt. And any who violate it shall face justice, swift and certain.
No, we won't be fooled. Not again.
Please, hear me to the end. Fleeting though it was, there was a time when man and kobold abided together in harmony, in cooperation. In those days, your people shared the secrets of smelting. Knowledge which allowed Limsa Lominsa to thrive. Much of what we have, we owe to the kobolds. And so, for the good of all who dwell on this isle, I wish to make you an offer. We will bear your people's wares to every corner of the world, and trade them in your stead. In return, we will bring you the bounty, not only of the sea, but lands both near and far. Whatever you desire, the Navigator as my witness, you shall have it. There will be no more man and beastman, just the crew of the great ship that is Vilbrand. And together, we will share in the wealth of the world. If you'll only accept our hand in friendship.
We want to believe you. We truly do. But we believed you before and you betrayed us. Fooled, deceived, betrayed us!
There are bad men, it's true. But there are also good ones. And the ones before you are the best of them. They were always kind to me. Caring, nice, kind, and I trust them with my life.
Before I became Admiral, I was a pirate. I stole, I fought, I stained the sea red with blood. Such is my past, and I dare not forget it, however much I might want to. That is death penalty. The pistol I used to pass judgment on my own sire when he fell thrall to Leviathan and betrayed his comrades. It's loaded. If you were to point it at my head and pull the trigger, I would most assuredly die. Though it isn't much, my life is the single most valuable thing I possess. If it will suffice to atone for past wrongs, take it. A single bullet to annul the old pact, and my blood to write it anew. What comes after, I entrust to this man, my second in command. I know that he will do his utmost for the happiness of all who call Vilbrand home.
I do not trust you. Not yet. But Gabu does. And I will trust him.
We want you to know that we respect your faith. There's nothing wrong with giving thanks to the land which sustains you. But summoning is different. Should you hear of anyone who would attempt it, we ask that you appeal to their better judgment, or failing that, seek our aid. We're always ready to help.
Many and more of my brethren are yet enthralled to the Great Father, just as I was. If you could free them too, I would be grateful. Appreciative, thankful, grateful.
Tis we who should be grateful, Patriarch. I thank you for affording us this chance.
Interesting. Mending bridges between us and the Beastmen. 'Twould seem we have found a way forward with the kobolds. Next, we will help the Second Order to free their tempered brethren from thraldom. Theirs is a far from the only order, but of course, and it will take no small amount of time and effort to reach the rest. But reach them we will, however long it takes. I would say that I was in your debt, but that has long been true. So instead I will say thank you for helping us to plot a new course not only for Limsa Lominsa, but all Eorzea. You're welcome. No, not him. Oh my god, dude. Alright, we are on the last one here. I imagine this won't be a very long one, but who knows?
Right. Let's return to the Rising Stones.
Admiral, something strange is afoot at the floating city.
Breathe, man. What is it?
I think it's best you see for yourself. Please, come with me.
What in the world is that? A tower?
You can see it too, then? I feared I was losing my wits. One moment I was patrolling as usual, and the next it was just there.
Yes? This is she. I am. I'm looking at it. What? Understood. Send the Elder Seedseer my regards. The communications officer. It seems this isn't the only tower. They've sprung up all across Eorzea. Nothing more is known, only that they appear to be of Garlean construction. Our allies on the Alamegan front are on highest alert. Forgive my directness, but would you join them? They may well need the help.
Of course, Admiral. We shall make all haste.
My thanks. I will return to Limsa to weigh our response. Look for Commander Hext when you arrive in Alamigo, and may the Navigator speed you on your way.
Okay. Looks like the Garleans still have more to do. Futures rewritten. Let's see what we can do about this.
Thank you for coming so soon. I'll send for Commander Aldin at once, and we can decide what to do about these infernal towers.
Rocket preserved!
It can't be.
The palace! After them!
You're here, good.
Well, well, well! To be received by such an illustrious cast! Why? Even the hero of the piece is here! I feel quite starstruck.
Is that a sigh?
His body, more like. You don't fool us.
Oh! You saw straight through it. Anyone would think you dealt with Ascians before. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Fandaniel, and may I say what a pleasure it is to finally make your acquaintance.
What do you want?
My, straight to business is it? Suit yourself. It is my intention to recreate the final days. To which end I have distributed a collection of rather ingenious devices, or towers, which will, in time, give rise to the grandest of spectacles.
The final days? But it was the Ascians who labored to prevent them.
You're quite right, though I would expect no less from one responsible for eliminating my unsundered colleagues. Honestly, the three of them were obsessed with restoring the one true world. As a sovereign individual, however, I never had much interest in such things. I mean, why bother when you're just another sundered minion? Admittedly, Elidibus was not convinced by that argument, but thanks to you, I'm finally free of his incessant nagging. Free to use my powers as I see fit, to fulfill my heart's desire. And my heart's desire is to lay this half-broken world to waste, leaving nary a fleck of dust behind!
What? Why would you want such a thing?
Because I want wretched creatures who ask such meaningless questions to die! You! And you! And you! I want you all to die! And I want to die too! Oh, yes! I want to die and take everyone with me in a paroxysm of pain and suffering! I'm different, you see, from the ancients who clung to dear life, and from you. So don't bother trying to reason with me. You will find I have no reason, or creed, or any such tripe. I just want to destroy the world. But please do resist with all your might. It will add to my enjoyment. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes peeled, for the curtains have risen on the spectacle to end all spectacles. We, the Telophoroi, shall be your performers, and this very star our stage. Ah, but I nearly forgot. I have a message for you. My esteemed patron, Lord Xenos, eagerly awaits you at the heart of the chaos. While I wish only to destroy the world, he exists solely to relive a certain, transcendent moment with you. And it is for that reason he would reduce all to ash. Pray see to it his dreams do not go unfulfilled. For if you should disappoint him, my trusty companion here, whom I've dubbed Lunar Bahamut, will burn your cities and everyone in them.
Everyone out! My men will tend to the blaze.
This just got more interesting. I knew that was a form of Bahamut, I just didn't know which one. He's pretty dope. Mostly because he shoots purple. Thank goodness everyone's safe. We've managed to put out the fire, though not quickly enough to save the garden. Raban, can I leave it to you to send word to the Alliance? I'm going to take unit investigate the tower. We need to find out what it's for. We'll go with you. No, you won't. You'll rest. From what Merlwib tells me, you're due some time off duty. Should we learn anything about the tower, we'll be sure to share it with you. Until then, I want you to rest. Very well, but if you need our help, don't hesitate, and take care, both of you. I didn't think that guy had that kind of power. Basically create his own version of Bahamut. That's actually a pretty dope mount, I'm not gonna lie. Cool. Ah, you're back too. Good. We've received the reports from the Alliance. Since we are all here, perhaps those who bore witness to the events in Alamigo could treat the rest of us to a first-hand account. No sooner do we overcome one problem than another appears. It would all seem tediously predictable, but for the endless variety of our foes. It seems like they're pretty self-aware of what's going on here. That line alone just tells me that Square Enix was just like, they know they've done, like, they keep coming up with these random encounters. They just keep tweaking a little bit in each villain, but they're all pretty much just constantly showing up. This Fandaniel sounds even more unhinged than his patron. Unhinged, perhaps, but no fool. For all his pantomime theatrics, he gave away little about his plot. We know only that he intends to recreate the final days and that the towers will somehow facilitate this. And he's suicidal. Let's not forget that. He wants to kill himself along with us. He also called his dragon Lunar Bahamut. Let's not forget that little detail. Yes, and I would like to summon him. And the creature did resemble the descriptions I've seen of the Elder Primal. That may be, but the fact that it answered to Fandaniel would suggest they are not one and the same entity. I think it more probable that it is some manner of simulacrum born of Vessian magics. Whatever it is, for now we can but work closely with the Alliance and remain vigilant. I believe that concludes our news. What of yours, Y'shtola? I have been to see the Sultana. Knowing how quick the immortal flames are to dispose of their tempered, I judged it best to provide them with a cure first. As soon as I had sufficiently recovered, I traveled to Ul'dah and delivered the Porxies to her grace, along with detailed instructions on their use. Yet my visit chanced to coincide with the arrival of some troubling tidings. The Immortal Flames had been on the cusp of agreeing to a truce with the Amalja when negotiations were abruptly collapsed. The Amalja claimed that a number of their kind had been abducted and that men are responsible. Naught is known of the perpetrators as of yet, but as the Immortal Flames went about investigating the abductions, they came upon one of Fandaniel's towers. On the subject of the towers, you may be interested to learn that they are not an exclusively Eorzean phenomenon. According to the Alliance, they have been sighted as far afield as Yanxia. Then it would seem reasonable to assume that they are everywhere. We simply have not found them. Well, as you said yourself, we can do little for now, save remain vigilant. And since we are dealing with a dragon, ostensibly at least, I believe it would behoove us to enlist the aid of an authority on such foes. Estinian. Estinian? Now just a moment. If he could be persuaded to lend us his lands, I would be the first to welcome it, but the truth is, we will struggle even to find him. You let me and Kryl worry about that. We'll sniff him out, no matter where he's hiding. If indeed he is hiding, we have ways of locating him regardless, so if there are no objections, we shall depart at once. Well, rather than sitting around, I think I might go to each of the city-states and educate them in the use of the Porxies. They would doubtless appreciate it, but might you consider taking a moment to rest before leaving? You would be fresher for the tasks ahead. Yes, and take a shower. Well, my friend, our moment of triumph did not last long. The way the world often needs saving. 'Twas ever the way. The world often needs saving. And save it we shall. I, for one, do not intend to allow a nihilistic madman to take us all to the grave with him, not when the future holds such promise. Nay, I will do all in my power to protect those whom I hold dear, just as you have always done. And that brings us to the end of 5.4. Probably another cutscene. Meanwhile, somewhere in the locks.
The scouts should have been back by now. I'm gonna go and find them. Oh, thank goodness for that.
Glory be. Glory be. Glory be to Garibald!
Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace.
The piles have been driven as planned, and the first of the beasts has roared to life. Moreover, I am pleased to report that preparations are well underway for the rest. Ere long, chaos shall reign over all the land, as befits the final days.
Call it what you will, so long as my friend returns to me, fangs bared and claws sharpened. I care not.
Of course, my lord. By strange coincidence, your dear friend chanced to be present when I made my declaration. I took the liberty of informing him that you await his coming, though I confess, I may have singed him a little in the process.
And why do you tell me this? Are you in such a hurry to die?
Ah, my apologies. I must guard my tongue lest it be the end of me. Though, there is something to be said for such a glorious death. Better to fall to one who has it all than falter before an inferior. Huh. I shall keep it in mind as a contingency. For now, however, I shall proceed with the plan. My lord.
I must find myself a new weapon. One worthy of our long-awaited reunion.
That was such a nice sword. We face off against him and he's got Cloud's Buster Sword. That'd be hilarious. Oops. Well, they're like my two angels on the shoulders. Well, they were a second ago. That's going to be interesting. We mended some ties with the Kobold and Beastmen, which is great. That means we got more allies. And of course, this was only a matter of time before we found out about Fandaniel. We already knew about him, but nobody here did. The Scions did not, so now they know. And he's got a lunar Bahamut that I want. I want him in my arsenal so I can use him against everything. But Fandaniel, boy, I mean, they were like, he's just kind of cryptic about what his plan is. He literally told us he wants to kill everybody, so including himself. So that's a thing. We're gonna have to figure out how we go about getting rid of this guy. But I'm pretty sure that we're probably going to be dealing with him throughout the majority of Endwalker. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. But for now, I'd like to thank everybody for joining me tonight. I really appreciate your time and attention, as always. That was 5.4. Next week, we tackle 5.5, Part 1. And that one's only made up of about 6 quests. And then Part 2 is made up of 3. So, depending on how many we get through next week, we might have 2 streams for parts 5.5 and 5.55. But I'll probably just call it 5.5 part 1 and part 2 or whatever. And, we'll probably end up finishing the patches in the next couple of weeks, which would be great, because then we go right into the main scenario quests for Endwalker. But please join me again next time, where we'll do just that. And join me on Monday, where we will continue our playthrough of Guardians of the Galaxy. It is excellent, and I highly recommend it if you haven't picked it up already. But until then, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Final Fantasy XIV, and I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend.